Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. I'm Big B. So we got the newly released Hobbywing Seaking 300 amp. This is a high voltage speed control, a V4. Okay, we're gonna do a review. Gonna unbox it, take a look at it, give you some dimensions, kind of talk about it, some of the functions, some of the programmability. Yeah. This is the new 300. We're actually gonna be using the speed control for the Bulgarian 57 build. Okay, got two of them. We're going to be running this boat on 12S each side, right? And I figured this would be a good option for this boat. We're going to run a pair of 56 70 785 kV motors. It's a wide wound motor, and I'm hoping this should be plenty for this boat, right? So it's 300 amp continuous, right? 1600 amp burst. Okay, it's got a programmable BEC, pretty sure to go 6, 7.4, and 8 volts. It may even go up to 8.4. Oh, it's actually really nice. It's lighter than I was expecting. A lot of guys were saying it's a big ESC, right? Which it is actually pretty big, but it's a little bit lighter than I was thinking it would be, which is a good thing. Looks like a CNC aluminum case. You got 4 mounting bolt pattern here, so you can mount it onto an ESC tray, right, and go through the bottom, you know. Okay, water cooled. It's for boats, right? Got some big caps here. Okay, you got 8 gauge wire, okay, an on-off button, long RX wire. It's a 4-wire RX program wire, okay. The water nipples look big, got a nice large inside diameter. The cooling block looks like it's nicely done. Everything looks like it's potted, right? Got the potting compound here, so it's completely waterproof, right? I would imagine this is a programming port here. See the 3 prongs? The bullets feel like they're heat shrunk. See that? They definitely are. Okay, that's new. I've never seen it done like that coming out of the potting compound, so that's pretty cool. Let's get a weight real quick. Actual weight right out the box, 446 grams. It's not exactly lightweight, right? You're gonna have to put this. It's gonna take a big boat to accommodate this speed control. It's 5 to 14S capable. So if you wanted to run 3S, if you wanted to run 4S on this speed control, you can't do it. It does not take 2, 3, 4S. It's 5S up to 14S, right? I'm going to go height with the wires, like folded over the lowest you can go with it, 50 millimeters. To the top of the water nipple, 45 millimeters, okay, tall. $93 millimeters long and 55, let's just go 58 millimeters wide, right? So with a speed control of like this quality, right, this many amps that it's capable of, you actually need a connector that's going to be up to the task, right? Up to 1600 amp burst for a split second or two, right? So I recommend a minimum, absolute minimum of 8 millimeter bullet. QS8, 8 millimeter actual bullets, an EC8, 10mm QS connectors would actually be good. You need a 8mm bullet for your motor. Okay, see that? It takes an 8mm bullet. Okay, so you definitely need 8mm bullets, 8mm or better. Battery connection. Okay, let's see what we get in the actual box. Okay, you get 4 mounting screws. Okay, you guys seen the mounting pattern here, bolt pattern. You actually get a template, an aluminum template. Feels like, yeah, it feels like aluminum. So you can trace this out on your ESC mounting tray, right? Got your template right there, and then unscrew this, and you can through bolt the ESC to your tray, which is pretty awesome. I'm guessing maybe you could use this as your tray somehow. Yeah. Maybe you could put straps right here, fasten it on to something. I don't know right offhand. I'm just got it. So I'm just kind of speaking out my butt. User manual. We'll kind of look at this in a minute, and you get some Hobbywing stickers. Okay, so pretty cool that they give you the template. You don't have to use the old pencil and paper to get the whole pattern. That's pretty cool. A built-in Bluetooth programmer, right? Download the Hobbywing app on your phone, tablet, and you can program your parameters, timing, voltage cutoff, motor rotation, etc. It also has data logging, which, as far as I know of, the 200 and the 300 are the only 2 Hobbywing Marine Seaking ESCs that has data logging. So that's a huge bonus. Right, you can go on and check your amperage pulled, your battery voltage, voltage ripple, RPM. That's awesome. That's actually a huge bonus. I kind of like how it's set up. I don't know how I feel about this. How it kind of comes out the middle of the capacitors there. It works. It's not going to rub on anything sharp, so that's good. I always thought you wanted to keep your caps cool. Wires tend to get warm, so I don't know how I feel about that, right? But the cooling block and the fact it's all made of aluminum, that's cool. Quite literally, pun intended, right? Let's take a look at the manual, look at some of the programmable items, and I'll spout out some tech stuff, right? 300 amp continuous, we've established that. 1600 amp burst, for a few seconds, burst current. 5 to 14S capable. You get a 7.4 and 8 volt BEC option at 8 amps. These are your programmable items. Running mode, max reverse force, LiPo cells, cutoff voltage, BEC voltage, motor rotation, punch, freewheeling, drag brake, force, timing, and auxiliary channel function. Okay, you have lots of parameters to pick from under each category, right? The black highlighted boxes are your stock parameters. Okay, one thing that kind of threw me for a loop is the timing. Check it out. 10 degrees is the lowest available timing setting. 10 degrees all the way up to 30 degrees, right? So it's set at 15 degrees out the box, default, right? 10 degrees is the lowest timing available for this ESC. And I'm sure Hobbywing knows what they're doing, but me being me, Big B, I'm here picking out motors for a build, right? I'm planning on running 12S, right? It's going to be 45 volts per side, 50 plus volts, fully charged, right? I was looking at a delta wind motor. The motor that I wanted to put in this boat was a delta. I chose a Y wound motor strictly because the timing starts at 10 degrees, right? Delta wind motors, they like 0 to 7.5. Y wound, 7.5 to 15 on up. I mean, these are 785 kV motors, right? They're low, considered, in my opinion, a low kV motor. I don't know, or I don't think this ESC is going to like a high performance TP motor. The CM, the SCM, and the SVM motors. All those motors are high kV, high performance delta wind motors, right? I have run a TP CM motor at a 10 degree timing, and it smoked it. Like, first run, just smoked it. I got the fastest Blackjack 42 with that run, but it pretty much smoked my motor. I got one run after that, and it was done, right? 10 degree timing. So I think this is going to be a great high voltage ESC, right? I don't think the low kV deltas really care as much as the higher kV deltas, right? With timing at 0. Like, if this was a 735 delta, I could run it at 10 degrees on 12S with no problem, right? So just keep that in mind when you're shopping for this, for motors or putting this particular speed control in a boat. I could be completely wrong and overthinking this, right? I could be overthinking it, you know, but I picked my power system according to the parameters that I'm able to set for this particular setup, right? So what could be better than one 300 Hobbywing Seaking, two Hobbywing 300 Seakings, right? I'm going to actually let you guys go, okay? I think they have a pretty nice speed control, and for what I want to say, a pretty compact package, right? It's well made from the looks of it. Got big caps on it. Potting looks good. Even the wires have the heat shrink on it. I like the fins on the bottom. I don't know what this is for. What is this guy for? I don't want to take it off, but it looks like a little cover, plastic cover there, right? Gonna be a while before we get to use them. Got to build the boat, so you guys won't see this on the water for a while. We'll get the connectors soldered up, get everything prepped and ready, you know, and maybe I'll make a video about the official Hobbywing app, the programming app, to get everything programmed. We'll look at that timing. Before I let you go, I wanted to kind of read this about timing real quick, what they have here. Compatible with different motors. Some motors may work abnormally under default value and need to be adjusted to the appropriate timing for normal operation, right? So a delta wind motor is not going to like a 15 degree timing, so you want to go to its lowest values, what they're trying to say. Adjusting the appropriate timing can improve efficiency of a power system. If that's the case, then they should have put 0 timing on here, right? The motor speed can be fine-tuned, and the higher the timing, the higher the speed, and the higher the current, Whether there will be an increase in speed is related to factors such as motor and load, and specific effect depends on actual testing. Right, so just kind of play around with it. See what your motor or your setup likes and dislikes, depending on the temperature of the speed control and the motor. Prop it right your first few runs, right? Test, a couple minutes on the water. Actually, about 45 seconds of hard running on the water will get your boat up to temp. Bring it in, check temps. Go from there. Always play it safe. Just because you got a big 300, don't over prop it your first run, right? I've made that mistake in the past. Like I had the most confidence in the ESC motor choice I was running in a boat, right? So I put a big prop on, right? Don't do that. Don't do that, because mine got hot real quick, real quick. I mean, it didn't burn nothing up, but it was hotter than I would like to have seen, right? So you prop it, moderately prop it, test it, 45 seconds, bring it in, check temps, go for another minute or two. If everything's good, go for a little, maybe a whole pack, right? Then you start propping things up, you know? So, I mean, you know, you spend $280 on an ESC, another couple $100 on a motor, and you take it out and you get everything hot the first run. It will only do but so much. So you have to make sure you monitor your temperatures, right? So with that, I'll let you guys go. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something, maybe not. If you did, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and all that good stuff. Boat Gang, you guys freaking rock. We'll see you next time.